The abundance of everything here in the US is evident, and it's thanks in no small part to having one of the best educated and most skilled workforces in the world. And it is from right here that the XPRIZE in Education was born. Now, this is a competition that encourages entrepreneurs to use tech to teach. Now, the finalists have been announced in London this week, and Dan Simmons will take a look at some of them in a minute. But first, he travels to Tanzania to see what's in store for those hoping to offer something new to the next generation.
We're travelling a long way from any town or city to visit some of the 200 children in Taita village in northern Tanzania.
We are booting up the tablet, the first one.
The interesting thing here is that most of these children, about all of them, have not seen a tablet before. But not only that, a lot of them wouldn't have gone to school even before, so the learning process itself is brand new. The whole program is in Swahili, so the local children can understand. I think they're going to need more tablets. Taita is one of about 150 villages in Tanzania chosen as the test bed for the Global Learning XPRIZE. Within a few months, 4,000 tablets will be given out. The challenge to teach 7 to 11-year-olds to read, write and do maths over the next year. The most effective app will win $10 million. The prize here, though, will be much more valuable. Older children can walk up to 4 hours to get to and from school. For younger ones like 7-year-old Amina, that's simply too far. She's been lucky. She's one of those that's been chosen to take part in the XPRIZE challenge. At the start, she's not seen a tablet before, so she's not used to touching screens. And when it comes to reading, she doesn't know more than 1 or 2 words in a sentence. But John, who's with the project, thinks the tablet will help her eventually to read fluently. Back in the capital, Dar es Salaam, the World Food Programme is testing panel stations that will monitor the progress of each child when they recharge. That way, if a tablet breaks, the youngster can get a new one without having to start lessons from the beginning again. In London this week, 11 semi-finalists from 7 different countries were chosen from the nearly 200 teams that entered. They'll refine their software before the final 5 are chosen to go to Tanzania to start the year-long project with the children.
So the problem is that there are about 60 to 100 million kids who have no access to school because school is too far. And then you've got 250 million more who go to school and who leave without ever having learned to read or write a word. And these are kids in Botswana, in Boston, in Brighton. It doesn't matter. Kids go to school all over the world, and they don't learn. And why is that? And so that's the question that we're trying to address. You know, in our greatest desire, every single child on planet Earth has access to a world-class education in the palm of her hand. Every single child has his or her potential fulfilled. That is the dream, and it's not a far-fetched dream. It's possible.
We're hoping to be back next year to see how the teams get along, but for now, it's time to say goodbye. We've brought some biscuits to say thank you, and suddenly the difficulties the team will face when they arrive become clear. With just 20 or so tablets per village, there simply won't be enough for everyone to take part. To reduce potential jealousy, the tablets will be locked to only run the educational software, but everyone wants one. A village mama has been chosen to settle any disputes. And the scheme's partners, UNESCO, will be asking some other important questions about tablets too.
We are doing assessment of the social and emotional impact of such learning, because we expect quite some criticism from that side. We are engaging with the psychologists, anthropologists, educationalists to try to understand what does it do to the child. Is that an option that is ethical? Because children go to school, they are socialized also. It's not only the cognitive learning, it's learning much more, is learning to be part of the group.
It's just like back at home. Now they've all got tablets. They're not really talking to anybody.
It's my first time to see people's learning by using tablets. It's my first time.
So the scene is set. There's about 6 or 7 children around each individual tablet, and we've seen more. The education department from Tanzania is here too, looking at this project. So there's a lot at stake. It's not just $10 million. It could be the answer to the whole country's education problems, and even the whole of Africa's.